Now today, I've got some help for telling the children's story, because I've got Holly with me. My dog. Holly, come here. Holly, come here. Good girl. Will you sit down there and just look at the camera? Oh, there's a good girl. Yes, she's a good girl. Now, Holly loves to come to church. Holly sneaks into the church sometimes when there's no one here, and she loves to run around the place. She just likes the open spaces. I think she's a Pentecostal dog who likes to run up and down the aisles. But anyway, Holly, you settle down there. Good girl. Holly's an old English sheepdog, and you're a good girl, aren't you? You're a good girl. Yes, you are. You're a very good girl. You go on. Now, here's the thing. Dogs can bring great joy, but they can also bring great concern whenever you have vets' bills and things like that. And today I want to speak particularly, you lie down there, Holly, there's a good girl. Today I want to speak particularly to the young people about an incident that happened some years ago. We had a lovely couple here working with us in the church. Their name was Tim and Trina Clark. So some of you that have been part of this church for a long time will remember Tim and Trina. Now, Tim and Trina, they had a dog called Lady. And they would periodically travel over to the United States because Tim was English, but Trina was from Texas in the United States. And they would go over there and visit churches and visit family and such like. So one time Tim and Trina, they couldn't take Lady with them because of quarantine and everything else. So one time Tim and Trina were away in America, and they had left a member of the church looking after their dog, Lady. And what happened was Lady went out for a walk with the person who was looking after her. And I'm not going to tell you who that person was, because I would not want to embarrass them, and I would never do that. So we're not going to tell you who it was. But anyway, Lady ran away, and this person who we won't name said to her husband, who's a painter, Fred, the dog's run away. And so she didn't want to let us know, because we would be all worried and thought, we'd have to contact Tim and Trina in America and everything else, and that maybe Lady would just come back again. So I came down to church that day, and there's Lady sitting on the doorstep of the White House, of the church offices, and I was amazed. I'm like, Lady, what are you doing here? And I'm looking around to see if that person that we can't name, Fred's wife, is there, and we can't see her anywhere. And my goodness, I thought, what's going on? So I rang up and I said, hello, how are things? And they said, okay. And I said, are you missing anyone? And there was like this silence, and said, well, yeah, actually, Tim and Trina's dog has run away. And I said, yeah, I know, it's turned up at church. Now, here's the amazing thing. They lived away on the north side of the town. This had happened in the morning, in rush hour time, and Lady had made her way all across from the north side of Drogheda, through all the traffic, across a bridge over the river, over main roads and everything else, and walked several miles to the church, and was lying on the doorstep waiting for me to arrive at the church offices. And I thought that was absolutely incredible, that a dog was able to do that and had that sense of direction. And I looked at that dog and I thought, wow, you are smarter than you look, aren't you? Yeah, what do you think, Holly? Are you smarter than you look? No? Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, come on. So anyway, afterwards, I was talking with Alex Abiola, my good friend, Pastor Alex. And you know what Pastor Alex said to me? He said, Pastor Nick, that dog is smarter than many Christians. And I says, what do you mean? He says, a lot of Christians, when they're in trouble and when they hit problems, you don't see them in church for weeks. They say, oh no, I was too upset to go to church. I was dealing with a problem. He said, the dog knows that when she's in trouble, she goes to the church, because that's the best place to go when you're in trouble. And I looked at him and I said, Pastor Alex, you are absolutely right. And that's simply, I want to use the experience of Lady the dog to tell you that no matter what you do in life, no matter where you go, There might be times when you feel like you've messed up. There may be times when you feel like you're dealing with big problems. Don't let your problems keep you away from church. Instead, whenever you're hitting a problem, come to church for help. Because like the dog understood, when you're in trouble, the church is the place to go. So I just want to encourage you today, always please. You might not always agree with everything we teach in church. You might not always agree with how we do everything and everything that takes place and every decision that's made. But please, never forget that church is a place where you are loved. And when you're in trouble and when you're struggling with problems, whether you're a young person or an adult, I want to tell you that we're here for you. May God bless you in Jesus' name.